There's a couple of state questions on this August runoff ballot. One of them, State Question 844, it can be tricky when you're reading it. Now, this would not create a new tax, but it would change how Oklahoma reimburses schools and counties and other local governments for property tax breaks that are given to manufacturers.
Supporters say that this would make the system more accountable. Opponents warn it could put local services at risk.
And KOCO's Megan Mosley breaks down what voters are actually being asked to decide.
State Question 844 is asking voters to give the legislature the authority to change our state constitution. And the part of the constitution that they want to change has to do with a reimbursement that the state gives to localities because of a subsidy that the state gives companies.
State Question 844 isn't about creating a new tax. It's about how Oklahoma pays back schools, counties, and other local governments when manufacturing companies receive a 5-year property tax break.
So companies don't pay that, and the state says, okay, we'll pay it, we'll reimburse localities for that missed out revenue. And the reason they do that is because local governments rely so heavily on property tax revenue specifically.
Oklahoma Rural Schools Coalition is a grassroots parent-led organization who's opposed to the state question. They say local school districts will bear the cost if this is passed.
State Question 844 is a measure that would remove constitutionally protected funds for public schools and emergency services and law enforcement. So essentially contributing to defunding those important services that we need. And so for that reason, I believe that every Oklahoman should vote no on this state question.
Speaker of the House Kyle Hilbert says it's about fixing a reimbursement system that he says is costing the state too much money. We reached out to Hilbert for an interview, but he sent us this response instead. He says the state question doesn't eliminate the manufacturing exemption or take money away from schools. What it does is ensure that the state reimburses local governments using a fair, consistent, and accountable methodology instead of the open-ended system we have today.
So all these public services receive revenue from this ad valorem reimbursement fund, and what this state question aims to do, if it passes, it would remove those dollars from being constitutionally protected for our local public services and give those dollars into the hands of the legislature to decide if they want to spend it, where they want to spend it, and how they want to spend it.
The speaker also says rural education is vital to the future of our state, and he remains committed to ensure students, regardless of where they live, have access to quality education. If legitimate funding challenges emerge as we transition to a more accountable system, those conversations belong in the regular appropriate process.
If voters approve this, nothing immediately changes. What voters are voting on is to give the legislature the authority to change the Constitution.
If voters approve the state question, the reimbursement formula doesn't change immediately. Instead, lawmakers will be required to create a new method in the future. This will be on Oklahomans' upcoming August ballot. Megan Mosley, KOCO 5 News.